Alright, so we check the measurements for our posts to mount them. We are, for this measurement right here, we're checking right in here. So you want to put your tape measure on the other side and put it in that groove. And then you want to line your measurement up right there with that groove. That's for that one. That's the inner diameter, which is 113/13/16 for this particular model. Now, for your other measurement would be from here, the one on the other side, the outer part. So you want to put this part right here and get your measurement on this side. So again, put this on the far side of the outer side of the post, and then get your measurement right here, which for this model will be 134 5/16. And once you do that, you can level. You can use a level. I have to level this one yet. And when you level it, here, give me those shims. So you set it, we stuff level yet. Use these spacer shims that come with it, and then you, as you can see, we're going to need a good amount. Put it under there until it fills up the void, and then you set it where it's nice and snug, and then you can start drilling your holes. Do one at a time. You do one at a time, so just in case you have to adjust. But all right, so we're going to set this one, and then we'll put our cross member up the top together, and we'll show you that. So I'm using this to get the angle on it. So this is how I'm checking the angle. Once I get it, all the shims in, I'll check it with the level to make sure it's 100% accurate. So for now, I'm just putting this on. What we're doing now is we're taking the cable out. We're cutting the wire ties off. 2 wire ties. Don't nick your cable. Don't kink your cable. Don't fold your cable. Try to keep it as tight as possible, or straight as possible. I mean, pull it out one loop at a time. It's the easiest way, in my opinion. Then run her out, and then you're going to run her up through the pulleys. Pulleys up there and around. that's how it's supposed to look once you fish it through and hook it into the carriage. Right there. Right here is where we're going to hang our power unit. But first we got to prep our power unit, put the bolts in the unit itself, then it hangs on here, then we can finish bolting it down the rest of the way. I'll show you how it's done on the workbench. Alright, right here I got the power unit. Onto the box. This is the front where the button is. And right here's the base. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up. 2 washers. This is going to go on one side so it holds the power unit up so I can put the rest of the nuts and bolts in. So I'm going to put 2 bolts at the top and hang it on that bracket that I showed you. Let's get this all prepped. Got our lock washers. Go through like so. And I get it started. This is only the top 2. And this thing is a little heavy, so to give you fair warning. Make sure you got it on there about a couple, like good 2-3 threads. All right, we're gonna go hang it on the power or on the bracket of the post. So we got the power unit. So I'm gonna put the bolt heads in there. So I'm going right in here. Little groove right up here where it slides down on both sides. Then you can bolt the rest in. I don't know how clear you can see this, but right here we gotta go in with our fitting. We're gonna clean that out. Right here is where we're gonna go into the ram with our spacer to hook our hydraulic line onto. But first we gotta turn the ram towards the other side, and we're gonna pull that out. I'm gonna have him do it, and then I'm gonna just install it from this side. So while he's doing that, I'm gonna prep this. Turn it back the other way. A little more. A little the other way. Up. A little the other way. Right there. Okay, now it's open. So we're gonna put this side on first, and there's an O-ring, but I'm still gonna put Teflon tape on that side. So here's the Teflon tape. Make sure you put the Teflon tape on where it doesn't interfere with your O-ring. Now we got the Teflon tape on. We're gonna put our O-ring on. Like so, and then we're gonna first hand screw it in before we tighten it up with the wrench. Make sure you don't drop that end in the dirt. It goes in fairly easy by hand. Then you're going to snug it down. You don't want to over tighten it because you don't want to strip this off. Give it a nice little snug fit. Then what you're going to do is you're going to pull that off. You put Teflon tape on that. Get this fitting. Be careful not to get it in the dirt. Don't hurt to be careful. Protect your floor. Then what you're going to do is you're going to pull this wood cap out. You can't really see. Oh, there you go. There's no ring. You're going to place that in the fitting. Then, excuse my arm. Try to get it on there straight. Wiggle it so you can get that thread started. Once you get the thread started, just try to wiggle it a little bit. Get them on as much as possible. Make sure your fitting's pushed in. Snug around. Better angle. Like I said, you don't want to over tighten it. Alright. And that's the hydraulics right there. Now we're going to be installing the arms for the lift right under the carriage. We have needle nose pliers. We don't have the snap rings right now. Snap ring pliers, but these are snap rings. They look like this. You want to be careful. Pull one side down. There you go. Pull it off just like that. And then your pin slides out like so. And we'll put the one leg in. Put the short one in here. Line it up, drop your pin in. Wiggle it around, get it in. There you go. Then you put your snap ring in. Your C-clip. Snap ring, same thing. Make sure you're wearing safety glasses when you do this. We don't want it to happen. Smooth like butter. And do the same thing for all the other three. Alright, to put this foot on the arm, you have to remove this C-clamp and put it back on. Just like you did on the pin, so we'll pull the C-clip off and show you how it goes on. But highly recommend you getting snap ring pliers. Don't do what we're doing. Make sure the flat edge goes against the notch in the back. Make sure it slides down in there. See, there's a notch right there. Now with it being new, it's going to be a tight fit. Wiggle it sideways. Just like that, and you put your C-clip back on.